All right, ladies and gentlemen, sport lovers across the globe, welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sports Real on Kiraa Sport TV, where we give you updates on all the trending stories on football, to be particular, and also other sporting activities. Please do well to follow us on all our social media and on Facebook at Kiraa Sport TV, on Instagram also at Kiraa Sport TV, like us on TikTok at Kiraa Sport TV, and here on YouTube at Kiraa Sports TV. Once you subscribe to the YouTube channel, please make sure you click on the notification bell, so once we drop videos, get notified on all the videos that we'll be dropping on this sports channel. Once again, welcome to this particular beautiful edition. I want to give you all the trending stories regarding La Liga game week 1. Let's take a look at some things, some incidents that happened in the match week 1, and also based on the match week 1, we'll take a look at who do you think is actually the contender, one of the players that actually did pretty well in the opening game of La Liga. We'll take a look at those particular ones, and also some players that got red carded in the opening day of the La Liga. At least in La Liga recently for the game week 1 that happened a few days ago, we have a lot of players that got themselves on the red card of the referee. We have like 5 players that got red carded. We'll give you the names of those players today. My name is Ibidapo Miracle Oluwadami Lola. Once again, welcome. Let's start with this particular one. But before I start, let's go to take a look at how the table of the La Liga looks like after match week 1. We take a look at the top 5 and also take a look at the bottom 5 of this particular fixtures. Taking a look at here, we start from the bottom 5. Mallorca is actually the one sitting pretty at the third, at the 20th position of the La Liga presently. They conceded 3 good goals in their opening game, and that makes them to sit at the number 20th of the on the log table. And on the 19th, we have Celta Vigo sitting in 19th position on that particular table. They considered 2 goals also on that particular one. And also we have the likes of Oviedo, the newly promoted side. They sat at 18th position on the log table also. And also we have Girona. Girona has not been so impressive. Don't forget that the likes of Girona, the Girona we saw like 2 seasons ago, and also a season ago, they were actually really fantastic. But opening this particular La Liga league this time around, I think they didn't really start well because they considered 2 good goals in their opening game, which I think to me it is not actually it is not LD enough. So that makes them to be on the 17th position on the log table. And also 16th position, we have Osasuna. Osasuna has also considered just a goal and they lost their opening game also. And also 17th position, 15th position rather, we have the likes of Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid lost brutally, even though in that particular game, they are the one that got the opening goal in this particular one. Later on, here comes Espanyol doing it as if they know how to do it best. And also they got their maximum victory over Atletico de Madrid. And also that particular win for Espanyol gave them the edge to sit pretty 7th position presently on the log table of La Liga. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly run through the top 5 as we have actually given to you the bottom 5 on the La Liga table presently. The first team presently that occupies the first position is nothing but Barcelona. In their opening game, they were able to do pretty well. They conceded no goal and they scored 3 good goals. Fantastic goal. Lamine Yamal was actually part of the goal scorer for Barcelona in their opening goal, which is actually very LD for him, and also in the contest for him actually going all out to clinch the Ballon d'Or. I think those are part of the things that will be considered also. And second position presently is Rayo Vallecano. Rayo Vallecano also they did pretty well in their opening game. They were able to get 2 good goals for themselves, 2 goals to nil. Fantastic one, and also 3 good points to Rayo Vallecano. And also the second position on the log table of the La Liga Santander. Third position is Villarreal. Villarreal also, the new Thomas Partey's club. They got their opening winning also in the first game of La Liga. Fantastic one also for them. And they have 30 points for themselves after scoring 2 good goals. And also they conceded no goal in that particular game also. Another one we have here is Getafe. Getafe also did pretty well. They win their opening goal. They have 30 points for themselves. The likes of Atletico Club de Madrid. They also sat at 5th position on the log table. Fantastic performance for them. 3 points, a goal scored for them. And also they considered 2 good goals. Alaves also at 6th position on the log table as far as that particular standings of the La Liga is. Let's go take a look at some players that you need to know about. Taking a look at the players that actually got red carded and also the players that got the yellow carded. For me, I think we have a lot of yellow cards in the opening game of La Liga, which I think it's not actually too good. We have over 15 yellow cards here in the opening features of the La Liga. The likes of players we have here, we have a Taffy player, we have a Taffy player on this particular list, we have 2 Barcelona player also on this particular list. No Real Madrid player was on this list. No Real Madrid players. Now, you might be wondering that why didn't I take a look at Real Madrid position unlocked? Yes, I will. For me, I think Real Madrid did not really start the season too well. Knowing fully well that the team they played against, when they were playing against that particular team, I think, left to me, I think they should be able to do pretty well against a team that we all know that, no doubt, it's a write-off for some people. Real Madrid went up against Osasuna. It would have been a total massacre. But yeah, it is not. Why? Because I think the front line of Real Madrid has had a lot of flaws and they need to really, really improve on it. No doubt, if Real Madrid is playing this kind of football and they are able to meet Barcelona, I can tell you of no doubt that I will rate Barcelona 70 or even 80% win advantage over Real Madrid. Because take a look at the style of play of Real Madrid and Barcelona presently. Barcelona keep getting goals. At the front of goals, at the attacking department, Barcelona look compact and they look so solid compared to Real Madrid. Though Real Madrid paraded a lot of players that they are very, very good and conversant when it comes to goal scoring. They are so clinical in front of goals, but yet they are not getting those goals. Why? I think for me, they really need to work on the front liners, attacking line of Real Madrid if they really, really want to compete in La Liga and even at the UEFA Champions League for this particular season. Fantastic enough. Barcelona getting 3 goals in their opening game and likes of Real Madrid getting just a goal in their opening game. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look at some names that actually got recorded in the opening games of the La Liga. The first one I have here is Eber Brentones of Osasuna, the goal recorded. Now take a look at these. When Real Madrid when they were playing Osasuna got recorded, and yet Real Madrid was just was able to manage just 1 goal with 10 men down, which for me I think they could have actually scored more goals based on the deficit Osasuna had, but yet they were unable to utilize this chance. So I think they really need to work on their attacking prowess if they really want to compete this particular season. Another one we have is Albert Reina of Oviedo. He also got recorded in the opening game of the La Liga. Now, the likes of Paul Gazzaniga of Girona also got recorded in the opening game of the La Liga. And also we see the likes of Vedant Mauricio of Mallorca. They got recorded also. So we have 5 players. 5 players got recorded in the opening game of the La Liga. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we wrap things up today, let me now go take a look at my own personal prediction based on the match week 1. I want to give you the first 5 positions that I think we should be anticipating for as far as La Liga is concerned. My own prediction might not suit yours. You also can go to the comment section. Let's do your own prediction based on the match week 1. Which team do you think is a major contender for the La Liga this particular season? Okay, left to me, I think for me, I will give it to Barcelona. You know why? Because Barcelona presently, they've really, really improved in their attacking prowess. And for any team that will function well in the league, you need to score good goals. You need to keep scoring goals. And Barcelona is actually doing pretty well when it comes to goal scoring. So left to me, I will give that first position to Barcelona. And second position this time around, don't be surprised. This particular team I'm about to mention, you might think it is not, or maybe you think I'm sentimental. No, I'm not sentimental. But based on some things, based on some investigation I've actually I've did on my own personal research, I think they will really do well this particular season, and that is Atletico de Madrid. I think second position, it is either between Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. It will be very, very, very close for the second position. Also, third position, we go to the teams like we see the likes of Villarreal will definitely compete, no doubt, because they have some new signings that no doubt they are world-class player. The likes of Thomas Partey joining them will really, really be instrumental, and also will play an integral part in this particular season. Left to me, I think they will really do well. And also for the fourth position, we go to the likes of the clubs like Atletico Club de Bilbao. They've been fantastic. Quite a number of seasons ago, they've been doing well. They've been proving themselves in La Liga. And also we see like they might be facing competitions from the likes of Girona. Also, they might face competition from them. Now let's come to bottom 5. Okay, let me take bottom 3. the three teams that I think we go back to relegation. Okay, let me see. Yeah, the three teams that we go back to relegation. I think first of all, Mallorca, they have a work to do. As it stands, they conceded 3 goals in their opening game, which is not LD enough. Now, -3 goals is not something that it is very, very good. So for me, I think Mallorca really need to do well if they will avoid relegation. And also, Celta Vigo will bounce back. Sure, I can tell you that. Celta Vigo will bounce back. Real Oviedo, I am seeing them that if care is not taken, they might be relegated. And also another team that I think will shock people in that particular La Liga this time around is Levante. Yes, Levante lost their first game, but for me, their performance is not actually very, very nice. Left to me, I don't like it. It's not as if they can improve. Yes, why not? They can improve. But left to me, I think if they continue in that particular spirit they played their first game, we might be seeing Levante relegated. Now, for me, the 3 teams I think are relegated, Real Oviedo might be going back if care is not taken. Mallorca might be joining them, and also the likes of what? The likes of Levante, if care is not taken. No doubt that they have made themselves one of the stronghold in La Liga so far so good some seasons ago, making sure they retain their La Liga status. But if care is not taken, yeah, this is football, and prediction sometimes might be right and it might be wrong. But I think it's really shaky their status in La Liga this particular season. Okay, let's bring us to the end of this particular edition, or taking a look at the review of the match week 1. And I left to me the best team now in La Liga, no doubt, my team of the week. Let me give it to Barcelona. They did pretty well in their first game. I'm not a Barcelona fan because I think some viewers out there were thinking, probably I'm a Barcelona fan. No, I am not. But based on their performance, that is why I'm running my analysis on that particular one. So guys, join me again for the second edition of this particular program. Until then, my name is Ibidapo Miracle Oluwadami Lola. This program is proudly produced by Engineer FM. Thank you so very much. For now, I'm out of the studio. For you, please stay productive.